attended a lot of Xenos. You might have seen him around. He did pretty okay to good, depending on like how well he did. How well he did. Oh my god, that's such a non-statement. He had some times he would pop off.
See if you can do it now. Bankai's definitely no slouch, and I assume he's been putting in work with PT, the character I think he's been using since launch, if I'm not mistaken. Although
Yeah, so he made PT on launch because he was tired of ZSS, I guess, and then he started picking up ZSS again once the at a certain point recently. But I guess he's trying to get back to his Smash Ultimate roots.
Well, I'm not sure how much of a difference the would make in this matchup. I think this match was actually pretty okay, I would say. At least, obviously the character I'll see more in this situation would be Lucina, but you've got a good challenge on characters like Portal and Ivysaur, but you can keep yourself safe enough that Charizard has to hit you with something that you're not expecting to really get killed early. So, oh my god! Okay. More damage. So that's forward that will put in some. Actually put them under the stage to cancel out the fire there. Good. He called out the run across the stage and grab him. Very nice. Yes. Gee. Super forward. Launch into the damage. Good option, using the wind block to clear the opponent out to help the stage for 3. That was a good call. Okay. Uh-oh. Doesn't actually expect it. Whoa, no!
The day is mine.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this place is terrible.
He was at like 40.
I mean, he did get stabbed in the face. He definitely got stabbed in his big puppy face. Oh no.
He wasn't even at 40, he was at 39. Good crazy. That was good though. I mean, if you're gonna take advantage of Marth, you better hit those tippers, and they certainly look to put in work. Jeez. Ivysaur's no slouch when it comes to weight either, is she? Or he, I don't know which one it is. But
regardless of whatever Ivysaur may be, it's a good dog.
good leaf dog.
Ivysaur isn't real. Ivysaur is whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Right, so proceeding to switch over to ZSS.
It's a good choice. ZSS has a lot of really good buttons for getting out of disadvantage. A lot lighter than most of Trainer's characters. Only the exception of Squirtle, obviously.
We play? Hello? I'm confused.
You okay? Like, you're cutting out a lot.
Oh,
Is this me?
No, Kevin, do I sound as though I'm cutting out? I've been having a little bit of trouble with the video coming through, so it may be moved.
BANKAI has a pretty decent early lead when starting to. Actually, it's pretty much gone now. After like 3 hits. A full minute in, and they've only done like a collective 100% damage.
Yeah, it's, that was good. I feel like this match was going to come down a lot to, like, BANKAI really has to dance around a lot of these moves here. Not necessarily necessarily because ZSS doesn't do damage, but because if he really wants to put on big damage that's not just glancing neutral hits, he needs to like get in the danger zone. And that's really scary to do when you're as light as ZSS is.
You can definitely see that. And it's also like both of these characters are punish characters where they primarily want to try to weave in and out of their opponent's space to bait out an attack and eventually get some kind of a big whip hit on it. This is like X is very apprehensive about going for anything out of a landing, and that up there was pretty solid from BANKAI.
We tried to get him with the up for that one. That was a good response on the DFD.
Alright, X trying to figure out how to really get this stock. This change from BANKAI is actually pretty smart because it is really hard for most characters to kind of get a bead on ZSS, especially because Flip Kick does have that intangibility, for a lot of the move, and a lot of characters have a tough time punishing that. Not to mention she has a lot of really good out of shield options. So trying to hit her shield can be pretty difficult safely for the majority of the cast.
It becomes a big question of like, what is the hard read of CSS? If I do something to say like base aerial, or if I hit her shield and it's not, safe enough, then I either get punished out of shield or she's gonna kick out. Both to pin her down. You gotta have the right responses on hand for him.
BANKAI is just not being any hit. It's been a full 3 minutes, and X has not been able to take that first stock. And BANKAI is just willing to play this as slow as he needs to in order to ensure that this match is going to go his way. Very good ledge trump from X to get the kill. But he's got 80% margin to make up, and the way BANKAI's been playing this match so far, that's going to be really tough to do.
Yeah. That was a little far out for the down smash there. I think maybe
he was hoping for that exact situation to happen, where X comes in to try to punish it, but he's not fast enough. And BANKAI's able to up-B. The problem is that the second hit of the up-B did not link like BANKAI probably wanted it to.
Oh.
So kill.
I see what you're saying. Clever. Oh, good DI.
And sometimes whiffing moves outside of your enemy's burst range can be really, really, really good. Especially if you have to play a character like ZSS who has a very high commitment, but very powerful and pretty kind of reliable at a shield move.
Then I didn't think that my gun down that well, but I suppose if you're
Jesus. And there it is, a Nair at the right percent, and he's dead. You better do that right.
Funny thing about that is that I think even if that hadn't worked, that was like not at all a big risk to take on BANKAI's part.
Oh,
like if that
absolutely not.
What, he returned the ledge? No biggie. So it's really scary to play. I think when you get to those ranges where ZSS can start hitting you off stage with like just a stray errant hit, that it becomes really difficult, because then you're trying to play patient with this character who can take you off stage and potentially edge guard you with all these safe pools. Don't like the red trump, that was really smooth.
These are both like really explosive characters who have the ability to actually like get some nuts damage when they really need it. The main difference, honestly, just is like how safe they can play at mid and far range. Marth doesn't have that capability like ZSS does.
I like the replay on that one too. That was a very clean whiff punish on the Marth whip. He jumped right over the second hit. He got his confirm off of it. That was really tight. That Zare, I feel, is another really big deal for this matchup, because there's kind of a general space where ZSS can hit, and Zare goes just a bit farther than that sphere of influence. And if you pepper it in here and there, you might think like, oh, I've got the space figured out. I just hang around this area, wait for a whip. catches there, taking a throw, full kind of aerial. You rough to do it.
So Battlefield is like the classic Marth stage, at least if you're not like playing melee where it's FP. But I'm not sure if I really agree with it against like VSS specifically. Although that's a good platform trap.
How come? Is it because of quick kick on the platforms in general, like keep away, or
Yeah.
You know?
There's just a lot of ZSS is a really quick character. She's allowed to screen camp really well. It does require Marth to do some really good reads in order to get those hits when she's landing on the platform, just because of how much mobility she has. Granted, Marth isn't no slouch when it comes to mobility, and he has like some good hitboxes that cover a lot of space, so maybe he can keep up.
I think benefits in Marth's favor may outweigh, or may not outweigh CSS's, like you say. I think that things like Marth dropping down forward air or up air, or being able to land on the platform is not necessarily counteracted by CSS's ability to chart those platforms. But it might also just be player preference for the matchup.
Yeah, it could literally just be this is my preferred stage, this is where I want to go, kind of thing.
Yeah, I want to play Reach Out to the Truth, my dude. Persona 4.
I just really like Persona.
Yeah.
Specifically 4.
You know, I played. You know, we don't have you in the game, so I played Marth. Next best thing. He's doing ultimate right there. Living DI on.
Marth is basically a Persona protagonist.
Is he? I don't know much about the story itself, but he certainly has the look going for him. It's just a different time period. Like, jump forward, just empty jumps, just trying to make something out. Again, because it's hard to tell when ZSS will come right in as quick as she can, and when she just wants to space out a little bit. That's so good.
Despite everything that's happened, this has been pretty even so far. X almost securing the kill that he really needed.
Oh.
And right there, he actually did get the kill he wanted, which puts him in a great... Oh wait, no, that was... I really thought that was, BANKAI that died for some reason. I looked away and I heard a very feminine yell.
No. And it is like, that's something that you can talk all day about the combo and retro escape application, which is very true. That's not any less true. But just as like a random check of, hey, how much are you paying attention to the neutral right now, my dude? With an invincible approaching move that can potentially knock you out and kill like you did. It's scary as well. It's something that you really have to be mindful of. More or less, where to grab the brain.
Despite everything, they're within like 15% of each other, so this could honestly go either way. It just really depends on what kind of advantage Trump will to get, because he has that kind of explosiveness. X,
I mean, we saw how on one hand, all I do is like, man, it's very difficult to find those raw bullets, man, but X only needs like one or two good visitors. It really goes either way.
That's true, it's just like the difficulty of landing those kind of hits is far higher. I feel like it's far higher for X than it is for BANKAI.
Yes.
Just because of the character's parameters.
Oh, nice. That was a reaction up to that, if we didn't have to use the pick. Doesn't face too much of an edge guard on that one. BANKAI just playing it to take it back.
Oh my god.
That works.
He's still alive though, alright. Alright, X is still in the game. He might be able to take this if he gets one really good hit. But you gotta be very careful.
Yeah.
Isn't like the 5th smash that BANKAI just kind of threw out and X ran into by mistake? Oh my goodness.
Oops, smash, side B. But, you know, I mean, if it works, it's not stupid. Never ever.
No! I don't believe in that, actually. Something can be stupid and work.
will say if it's stupid and it works, and then you convince yourself not to do the smart things forever because of that, yes. But I think if specifically in the moment, in a vacuum, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. If it becomes your context, then maybe yes. But I think Bankai knows that throwing out best tech is not always the answer. It just it got him the win here. It was the correct answer in this moment in time.
I'm not gonna say that the way Bankai was playing that was very much like he was hoping that the X was gonna jump in each time. Especially because like the percent that he was at, like X needed to like open Bankai up. Like you can see like much earlier in the match, like there was several up smashes, there were several like side Bs, etc.